What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Tony Shen, aka Paul George. Today I'm making another beat only using stock plugins. Again, this is a series where I make beats only using free stuff, free sounds, stock plugins, so you don't have to blow $500 on Omnisphere just to make a fire beat. But today I want to give a special shout out to all the female artists out there, the women in hip hop. You guys are making a killing. I'm talking about like Rico Nasty, Megan Thee Stallion, Danny Lay, all of these up and coming female artists, man, they've been flooding my playlists. Like, I'm having a great time listening to their music. As I'm looking back at all the stock plugin tutorial videos I've done over the years, they've mostly been guy artists, you know, like like Juice WRLD, Lil Baby, all these guy artists. I want to kind of give a special shout out to all the women artists. So today we're gonna do Megan Thee Stallion. It's gonna be one of those like hype, bass heavy, percussive type beats that we're gonna make today. But before I get to the tutorial itself, if you haven't done so already, man, please hit the subscribe button. It really means a lot to me that you're able to do that. And also in return, I like to hook you up with my free drum kit, Tony Shen Slap Pack Volume 1. In fact, most of the sounds being used in this tutorial are gonna come from that drum kit. So if you haven't done so already, go grab that drum kit so we can make this beat together. Anyways, let's get to this Megan Thee Stallion type beat. So I know I said how it's gonna be like a really percussive type beat, but I do like to add a little bit of just like filler sounds to give it more movement and texture within the beat. Otherwise it's gonna be just bass and just drums. But I like to have a little bit of like, you know, fillers, a little just like sounds in the background to make it the beat sound full no matter what. So I actually found a sound already. It's in the plugin called Poison, and basically, you know, just open that up. It's a stock plugin, you know. Like right here, Poison, and then we're gonna go with this under SFX. We're gonna go under this preset. It's called like a theremin or whatever. It's pretty cool because here's what it sounds like. Like the way this instrument is set up, it's under mono, so as you can tell, you can't play chords, right? Only one note can be playing at the same time, but what it gives you is the ability to bend notes. So if I start at a lower C and then play a C an octave higher, you hear that bend upwards. I really like that effect, and we're gonna use that for this beat. So to start off with, the tempo can be from like anywhere from like 120 to like 140. I like to go with like, you know, like 132 maybe. 132. And then we're gonna start out with this cool rhythm. So like, let's turn on the metronome. 2, 3, 4. Right, so all I'm really doing is just playing a C and then playing a C like right here. And then holding the two notes, so. And then instead of, you know, we can give it a little syncopation, a little swing, you know, a little swing. So as you can tell, it's not really in your face. It's really kind of just like a background sound within the back of the beat. I'm gonna EQ it a little bit, take out some of the high ends because we don't want it to pierce through. We just kind of want it to be in the back, sitting in the back. So just open up the EQ and then take out some of the high ends. Sounds pretty cool. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the drums. This is where everything comes together. This is where the slap comes in. This is where the energy just exudes out of the beat and gives amazing creative inspiration to the next generation of female artists like Megan Thee Stallion. So now we're gonna add a clap. We're gonna use the West Coast clap. Okay, let's double that. just because I like working with like 8 bars slash, yeah, I just like working with 8 bar patterns just because it's less arranging work to do. just my preference. I mean, if you want to just do 4 bars, go for it. It's up to you, really. The world is at your fingertips. You are free to do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, whatever. So now let's just add a hi-hat now. Ooh. With the hi-hats, we're gonna have multiple hi-hat patterns, right? This pattern is gonna be pretty simple. So the thing with like drum heavy type beats, you want to give a little bit of variation within the drums. So for this section, really, I just want to do like a 2-step hi-hat, right? And then for the 808, I want like a short stubby 808. Let's go with the drums 808. So like, right now I'm kind of just finding the swing, but since everything's in the key of C, we can just keep it at C. And then we could give it a little bit of melodies to the 808, like add a little bit of melodic differences within each 808 notes. So we can pitch it up just to hear the melody. Just to make sure, if this is your first time watching my tutorial and you're probably wondering like, yo, you didn't tune your 808, like how do you make sure your 808's in tune? Well, sorry that I didn't explain this earlier, but while doing the 808s, always want to tune your 808. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. I already know that my 808 is tuned to the right key because in my drum kit, I always tune my 808s to C. So you already know it's in the right key. If you're not sure, if you get an 808 from someone else, hit Control E to open up the Edison, and then go to this button right here and then click detect pitch regions, and then it's going to show you the pitch that it's in. So C, just make sure that the note that it displays here, C2, is the same note as what it says here. So before you do any 808, always make sure that's in tune. I already know that it's in C, so that's why I kind of forgot to include this step earlier. But always make sure you tune your 808. Like if this said D2, then just right click on D. If you don't know the note names, click this button and I'll tell you. So right now it's in C, so right click to C. And then also another step when it comes to setting up your 808 is to make sure the envelope is on. Otherwise, if you didn't have your envelope and you keep playing 808s, it's gonna leak to the next note, and as you can see, it's all muddy and stuff. So open the envelope so that it cuts off every time you hit a new note, so it doesn't leak into the next, note and make everything sound muddy. I'm just gonna pitch this down an octave. And then with the 808, I want this to be more distorted because since we don't have that many sounds, like in terms of melodies, in terms of like actual instruments, it's mostly just percussive. We need to find a way to fill up more space in terms of like the frequencies it occupies. Otherwise, it's gonna sound really thin and like weak. So what you can do to add more frequencies and to add more harmonics is distortion. So let's open up a free distortion plugin called Fruity Fast Distort. Everyone should have this. You can already tell it gives them extra sauce to the 808. So you can turn the mix knob down a little bit, up to your own taste. Okay, open hat. Let's add a rim just to give it more bounce. Just to fill up space, you know, I like putting my rims where all the other percussion aren't. So like, if you look at the step sequencer here, just fill up like the rims where the other percussive elements are like more empty. So right here would be like a good place because there's not a lot of other sounds except for the hi-hats, but use the rims to kind of just fill up space, right? Last but not least, we're gonna use some sound effects. So the skirt sound effect might be like my favorite out of this entire kit, just because of like how hard it is, you know, like that skirt. Okay. And then I kind of want to make this 808. It sounds a little bit too sustained. I want it to be more jabby type of 808. So I'm going to turn the out knob down a little bit just to make the decay a little bit more exaggerated. Like here, it's a little bit shorter. Ooh. We could use this chains type sound, like we could use this sound too. We're gonna add another hi-hat melody. We're actually gonna change up the hi-hat sound. So instead of the focus hat, we're gonna use the bash hat. And then notice that I turn this off because I don't want the two hi-hats to like interfere when I'm creating those two different patterns. This is gonna be more rhythmic and energetic, but less, you know, metronomical or like less sustained. It's gonna be like more chaotic. So this is more of a chaotic section when it comes to the hi-hats. I'm gonna do a roll here. Just one roll. Don't make it too complicated. So to make a roll, all you have to do is extend the note all the way to like how long you want the roll to be, and highlight it and press Ctrl U. And that does like a quick roll, and then you can, you know, copy and paste. But right now I want to like do this type of pattern, like, right? Let me link everything to the mixer first, and then kind of level a few sounds before we get to arranging. So all you have to do to link everything to the mixer track is super simple. Highlight all the channels. So click on the first one and double click. That selects all the channels, and then go to your first insert and then just Control Shift L, and that automatically links every sound to your mixer board. Let me turn down one of the hi-hats. So with my drums, everything's already pretty much mixed for you. Like I did all the EQ, the compression, everything you need. So you don't really need to add more effects when it comes to the drums. And with the Poison, again, I already EQ'd it, and that's all you really need. Keep it simple. Don't over process all your sounds. Might turn the perk down just a little bit. And the hi-hat, open hat. Okay, so you see the mistake I made here. I was wondering why my 808 didn't sound as distorted. It's because I accidentally linked my other hi-hat when I was adding it to here. So this is why you always want to link your sounds to the channel like ASAP. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems like this. So I'm just gonna remove this, and then go to this track instead, and then add the distortion. There it is. Okay, now everything's pretty much mixed. Now we can arrange. So the first step to arranging, put your pattern down on the playlist, and then right click here and then split by channel. Otherwise you're gonna have one gigantic pattern full of all of these other instruments, and it's gonna be really hard to arrange. And then you just wanna separate all of these tracks into like their own separate lane, so it's a lot easier for you to see and organize. And then we arrange. So you can start with the 808 and the little Poison thing. And also, you know what? Let's make this unique, and then we'll have a section where this is pitched up an octave to kind of change the dynamic of things, right? So this could come in here. And also, I want a section where the 808 is like super simple. So, just like this. And we're gonna have like a cut right here. My camera ran out of power, so we're just gonna have to continue the rest of this video without the use of my camera. But it's okay. I mean, you guys don't really need to see my face anyways, right? We're almost done with the video anyways. All we really have to do is arrange. This part is more chill. There's like less stuff filling up the space. And that's the whole beat. So the last step is really to just cut out half the intro for me. I mean, I don't want like, you know, like a 2-minute intro. It's gonna be a really quick intro. Really the last thing, but yeah. Now I'm gonna preview the beat, but before I do that, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. And also go grab that drum kit and follow me on my social media, my Instagram and all of that is down in the link below. So go do that, and here's the beat.